20th of April, the Department of Allergy, Immunology and Cell Biology Unit at the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura announced that the highly contagious UK variant has led to the massive upsurge in COVID-19 cases across the country. Health authorities suspect that the variant entered Sri Lanka through a foreign arrival. Further, Sri Lanka also remains at risk from the deadly Indian variant as well. With that, the government today revised its mandatory quarantine requirements for all foreign arrivals to 14 days today, which also includes travellers who have received both vaccine doses.
We know that there are some other variants, including the Indian variant, rapidly spreading in some other countries. There is the risk that these variants also can enter into our society if we don't quarantine the people who are coming from overseas. Because of that, the government has taken a decision to strict the quarantine measures, and from here afterwards that all the people who are coming from the overseas will be quarantined for 2 weeks, irrespective of from where they are coming and also whether they are vaccinated or not. This will ensure that the disease will not leak into our country.
Meanwhile, the country's COVID-19 infections stood above 2,000 once again, with 2,429 cases detected yesterday. 2,386 infections were detected from 24 districts, and 43 foreign arrivals contributed to this number. Colombo stood at the top of the list with 413 cases, while Kalutara and Gampa followed in second and third with 370 and 332 infections respectively. This shows that the Western Province still remains the worst affected region in the country. In addition, 140 cases were reported from Matharam, 136 from Kurunegala, 132 infections from Badulla, 128 from Galle, 123 from Kandy, 119 from Puttalam and 107 from Matale. Further, the remaining 14 districts contributed to 386 infections.
We are experiencing large number of cases daily, more than 2,500 each day, and we expect that the same trend will be there in coming days. Sometimes there may be higher number of cases in coming days, but in order to control this, similar to the government and the health sector taking the effort, the contribution from the general public also very essential. We don't know whether we are infected and asymptomatic. Because of that, if you go into the society, if you mix with other people, if you are an infected person, you will spread the disease. As well as we don't know the person that you are meeting in the outside, whether he is infected or not. So because of that, whenever you are going out, you should take maximum precaution.
Meanwhile, the COVID-19 infections tracker maintained by the University of Oxford have showed that Sri Lanka's infections are reducing on weekly basis, with the rate having dropped to 209% as of today. Last week, however, the percentage change in the new COVID-19 infections confirmed as at the 6th of May stood at 363%. Meanwhile, health experts continue to urge parents to take extra care to shield their children from the new strain.
විශේෂයෙන්ම නිදන්ගත රෝග තිබෙන දරුවෝ ශ්වසන රෝග එහෙම නැත්නම් හෘද රෝග අනෙකුත් නිදන්ගත රෝග තිබෙන දරුවෝ වගේම ප්‍රතිශක්තිය පිළිබඳ දුර්වලතා තිබෙන දරුවන්ට මෙම රෝගය වැළඳුනොත් ඔවුන්ට උග්‍ර රෝගී තත්ත්වයක් වැළඳීමේ අවදානමක් තිබෙනවා. දරුවන් නිවසින් බැහැරව ගෙනියන්නට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා නම් නිසියාකාර මුව ආවරණයක් පැළඳීම අත්‍යවශ්‍යයි. අවුරුදු 2කට වැඩි සෑම දරුවෙක් විසින්ම පැළඳිය යුතුයි. අවුරුදු 2කට අඩු දරුවන් ඔවුන්ට මුව ආවරණ නොපැළඳුවත් ඔවුන් සමාජයේ අනෙකුත් පුද්ගලයන්ගෙන් සමාජ දුරස්ථභාවයක් පවත්වාගෙන රැගෙන යා යුතුයි. අනිත් එක තමයි අපේ දරුවන් වෙනත් දරුවන් සහ වැඩිහිටියන් සමග ගැටෙන අවස්ථා අවම කිරීම.
In a bid to increase the healthcare sector's treatment facilities, the Navy Seva Vanitha unit handed over 3 intensive care unit beds to the Special Maternity Care Unit at the Colombo East Base Hospital in Mullaeriyawa. The Navy has also constructed 9 floors of a 12-storied cardiac and critical care complex at the Lady Ridgeway Hospital for Children in Colombo with financial assistance from the Ministry of Health as well. Meanwhile, in other measures aimed at increasing COVID-19 treatment facilities, a 100-bed facility has been set up at the Ayurvedic Hospital in Navinna. The facility is set to open next week and will start providing treatment to COVID-19 patients. Meanwhile, the Sri Lanka Air Force handed over a thermal humidification machine to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, which is to be used to treat patients with respiratory disorders. Developed by the Sri Lanka Air Force, steps have been taken to produce 50 more machines, which will be handed over to the health sector soon. In the meantime, the country's number of active COVID-19 cases rose to 24,932, after 1,075 people tested positive during the day. Recoveries for the day also crossed the 1,000 mark today, with 1,145 patients discharged today. Following this, the country's total COVID-19 recoveries now stand at 108,802.
දසන කාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයුෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වලකයි.